Welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force. You may be wondering, why are you on the menu for the Mega Drive Ultimate Collection? And I don't know, really. I just gotta use this as a way of syncing the video up. Sort of. I will click on Shining Force. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. We also get to see Sega. Except we have the sound effect, because most games didn't really have that. Oh, stop it. What a load of shit. Just like, what? Setting up recording, my god, that's convoluted as fuck. I tried setting up the PSVR, because I was like, I remember a comment from quite a while back on my Resident Evil 4 LP. It's going to be the 30th of October, Halloween tomorrow. Not that like, Halloween for me, the past couple of years has just been kind of, it's just another day really. Now it's like, oh yeah, Wales is in lockdown at the moment. Halloween's been cancelled. But, you know, I was thinking of, you know, because of the comment, it was like, you know what? Let's play a bit of Resident Evil 7 with the VR. I played it briefly in the past with the VR. It was alright. I was more kind of surprised when I was playing it how smooth the game ran. I was like, this was designed with VR in mind clearly. It's like, play Skyrim VR, and that game freaking, the motion sickness and the movement is like, ugh. I literally would close my eyes whenever I'd move in that game half the time. I only ever made it to Riverwood, and the funny thing is, when I first played it, when I got it, it's like, I just barely made out of Helgen, and I was like, that's enough of that. 1 year later, I get back to it and make it to Riverwood, that's enough of that. Maybe I'll make it to Whiterun at some point. But yeah, I was going to do that. I was going to set up a VR, record me briefly playing a bit of Resident Evil 7, but then I realized, how the fuck do you set up VR for recording? And my guess is using the HDMI splitter, because it's just like, okay, you need to plug the PS4 into the VR thing, you need the TV HDMI to go in there as well. There leaves no room for everything else, so if you connect it up to the HDMI splitter, that could get it to work, probably. Or I went with the alternative, because I was like, I don't have, well, I probably do have another HDMI line about somewhere, but I just can't be asked to come with it, so I just like, the whole point of this is like, I was going to do that and then realized it's too much hassle and was like, nah. But I was like, maybe if I connect it directly up to the capture card with the TV one, no. The PS4 one, no, that didn't work. So I assume you'd have to have an additional HDMI lead, and I just can't be arsed. And on top of that, it's like, how the hell would it go? It's like, I'd be like, okay, before putting the bloody headset on properly, I'd be like, okay, record button, because I record commentary separately as well. And then I'd have to, at the end of the recording, be like, okay. And on top of that, putting headphones on over the headsets. It's just like, that's way too much hassle. So that was exhausting, just like setting all that up. It's like, oh fucking hell, I can't believe it, I can't be arsed now. There's just like no way of, well, I probably could get to it, but I was like, fuck that. And then I was just setting up for the PS3, so I need HDMI splitter for that. So I put the PS3 down, plugged all the necessary shit in there, went to get a drink, came back, I was like, okay, let's sit down, do some recording. And I was about to sit down when I realized, oh yeah, you're gonna pick up the controller there. Whoops, tripped and smacked right onto the PS3 in my hand. And I was like, oh fuck. Good thing the drink I had in hand had the lid on, because that same hand was holding that. It's like, oh fuck. And it knocked it out. I was like, holy shit, did I just destroy the PS3? No, it's just the impact dislodged the HDMI out a bit, so Just have to plug it back in properly. So that was the convoluted story of what I was going to record and didn't, and why, and the lead up to recording for this, which was also convoluted and a bit of a mess. Get back on it, stop talking about your shitty ass problems with setting up things, just get on with it. Where did I leave off? Ah yeah, I failed in the previous spot, didn't I? In that long battle that went on way too long. Much like that Windows update is taking for freaking ever to remove its old ass self. It's like I actually was like, okay, this is bugging me now. Is it really that's taking up all the space? And I checked, and it is. It is in fact that. You can remove it manually, but I just like don't want to risk even though it's just gonna delete itself at some point anyway, but whatever. And it takes at least 30 days or so, and it's not been 30 days just yet, so that would explain that. So you know, seeing as in the previous part we already tried out like all these new characters, I think we can rearrange it now, once again. But how so, is the question. Bring Alpha back into the news. You know what, I should also like know for Ken and maybe Hans the Man some old mans who finally retire from the Shining Force, because you know it's gonna like have a lot of new party members and they're gonna have to switch out some, you know. So I mean, so far we've got Maya's gonna be on the team at all times. Is one of the better characters, not one of the best characters. But you know, because his story kind of driven, has a bit more personal to it. The same with Henry, you know. It's like, they may not be the best of the best, but I feel like to keep them on the team consistently, you know. This guy I had on the team when I played the game throughout the whole game. The walkthrough that I've been browsing through says, I wouldn't use him, he's alright, but there's better, you know. But I got through the game with him on the team, but I might replace him with someone else at some point, because, you know, there's gonna be a lot of characters to choose from. Arthur might stick around if he proves to be as strong as a walkthrough that, it might be the same walkthrough I've been following, as hyped him up to be in later levels. Gort might stick around, I'm not quite sure, because like, we got Gordon and Luke are the heavy hitters, but with how the Shining Force is going to be a revolving door of, you know, members to take into battle with us, because there's going to be so many of them. At least one, if not both of them, might get replaced at some point. Not quite sure with Tao, maybe not, I don't know. Chris might get replaced with a better healer down the line, I don't know. Xylo might stick around, and then you got this guy's decent, maybe, and then you got Dan, we got Archer, you know. And then they're just thinking about it, there's like, there's gonna be one party member that I can think of that I will definitely have in the team for the remainder of the game. So it's just like, it's a pain in the ass thinking who will you take into combat, you know? Convoluted. Actually, before we head out, wait, I think I already checked what Vanguard says when he's like not in the team, if I recall. Well, look who's here, long time no see mouse. And now we haven't even tried Balbarite yet. Maybe in one of the next battles. 10 minutes in, we're finally back on the battlefields. Another thing that I've been, I mentioned that in the previous recording, I think. The New Year montage thing, but I've written out a schedule for the remainder of the year, right? And part of the reason I'm bringing that is because that Resident Evil 7 video that I had in mind, I had that, you know, in the schedule, but since that's not in the schedule now, it's like, okay, it's gotta be rearranged. And the reason I wrote down a schedule is because, you know where the cutoff point is for what is the last part of whatever LP that the upload is, you know, in this year, 2020, you know, so that could potentially have clips from that part in the New Year montage. So, yeah, that's kind of it. Like the only one of the ongoing LPs, at least upload-wise, that you know, got all recorded in advance for the remainder of the year is Resident Evil 4, and that's because I've completed that LP, and that LP will somehow still go into the next year, because it's like 42 parts or something, I forget. Ridiculous. And that's mostly because there's a second scenario you can play through, and I played through that, and I did 3 bonus parts as well, so it's quite a long one. Oh yeah, one other thing I didn't check the walkthrough, I don't think, in the previous record session. Or if I did, I didn't check what the walkthrough has to say about the battles. But apparently one of those lizard men has some kind of axe that you can take off them if you defeat them. I'm not sure which one. I might have even obtained it and just didn't realize. So you gotta keep that in mind. When taking out the lizard man, be sure to take them out with a character that has inventory space and is not a magic user, because I think destroying them with magic won't actually lead to obtaining it. I mean, the previous part, I might have screwed myself over there and probably lost the axe because I defeated some of the lizard men with magic. Let the enemy come, you pussies! Look at them. They don't want none of this. But you know, when we get to the general guy, we gotta, you know, not send Max too close, you know. Otherwise he will get destroyed in one hit. I mean, he survived the first hit that one time, and then he got one-shot because inconsistencies with the damage inputs. In formation, everyone. Bailey's going for the first one! Fuck you! Ah, shit, missed. You know what? It's like, don't send you out front field. It just makes me think of, like, you know, football or something, you know? It'd be like the equivalent of a long game, nobody gets to the goals, and then when someone finally makes it to the goal, it's like, oh yes, is it? And it ends up being the worst shot ever, and you're just like, that was... I cringed at that was so bad. Players getting triple teams. And now he's surrounded. But you picked the wrong target there, Mr. Lizard Man. Ooh, I mean, have I not learned from mistakes? Yes, I have. Don't do that. But that does leave me a bit wide open to attack. Take that! I feel like Luke and Dwarf might be peaking in terms of strength at this point. Failure. Well, what the fuck even is competing with that freaking shit? Level 8. How does he keep that thing flying at all? Just looks weird. It's like some kind of medieval jetpack. Yeah, that's the way you do it. Level 13. I was just about to make a money for nothing reference, and then I was like, how do I make a play on words and facts? That's the way you do it. You throw your spear on your... I don't know. Well, you're kind of surrounded, man. Wait, you can actually... Oh. Multi-range, not bad. Take that! Level 9. Take this, lizard man! That's why I'm going to try to swat a fly. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it's really true or not, but I remember hearing something about like flies perceive time differently. Like the way they can move so fast and, you know, avoid getting hit is because everything appears slower to them. Or something, I don't know. Kokichi may be fucked. Nope, nope, still a fly. But he is a surrounding fly. Take that! Ah, god damn it, really? No, they're going all in on taking down Gokichi there. Bastards. Well, Gokichi can make a treat here, so over that, you know, gotta protect our healer, even if the one protecting the healer is the one that he's healing. Which actually kind of fits, because the healer can just heal them right there and then. Yeah. Man, Alpha's got a long way to go with them. Eat this, lizard man! Oh, I could do that. Please. Level 12. No, level 3. Nice. Yeah, fuck that guy up. Shake. Jacks. Yeah. Bit risky. The arrows. Nice. Gokichi's a madman. He's going straight into battle. Oh, nice. Did fairly well. I'm not going straight into battle with 3 enemies still standing. So offers like, could you though? It's kind of, not doing so well over here. What? God damn it, this freaking controller has the worst. Well, it's not the controller. It's the USB powered charger thing. The one that I've got with the PS3 is very, very short. Oh my god, he finally hit the fly. now he flies no more. Well, there went Kokichi. And you will pay for it. You should... yeah, why not? Revenge! Oh, the heat axe. There is level 12. Leaves me a bit wide open, but it'll also give me a chance to finish off those arsehole myself and get all the experience points. Heal level 1, that's all I need right now. Heal level 2 is only for that is an obscene amount of HP that needs replacing. I wonder if it increases the experience for the higher level ones. Probably. Please. Come on, where's my bloody turn? No, just stay there. How long does it take to get to my bloody turn? There we go. Well, Mr. Pegasus, you've been caught in the middle, just like you've always been. Caught in the middle, help us again. Got in yet another Radiant Dio reference. That is a catchy ass song, man. Gets stuck in my head very easily. That it's like got such a catchy chorus. And the guitar riff is very catchy as well. Take that! Oh, well, before you even attack, I mean, this is probably going to take up your turn. What? Can you not equip the heat axe? I'm gonna give this to her, just like a check. I mean, that's a weird looking weapon. You'd think Luke would be able to use it. Maybe he can't use it because he's unpromoted. That could be the reason. Some weapons are like that after all. The Silver Knights and Dark Priests make their moves. that? And this battle isn't too bad, provided you're prepared. Which I certainly wasn't in the previous parts, that's for sure. And that was that. That's all she wrote. Level 10. Dark Priest didn't stand a chance. Then what else is there to say, really? It's just repeats of the battle from the previous parts. And really, I had that, you know, I had this fight won in the previous part, and then got destroyed at the last second. It was such a, just like, waste of time. It's like, oh yeah, you've made it to the end of the battle, and you lost. Now when we do engage the big cheese over there in battle, go into, you know, why the hell did I didn't think about that. Often needs healing, why the hell did I put her there? But you know, when we face the big cheese, I think magic might be the way to go. Well, magic and, you know, spears, axes, you know, the usual shit. But you know, now that Tao has Blaze level 3, I think we can do quite a number of it. Also notice characters kind of gain experience differently depending on the character. It's like Arthur gets a decent amount of points for doing any amount of damage it seems, while the more high level characters, like they can do a lot of damage and not gain really as much experience. I guess it's because the higher the level, the slower the XP. I mean, I was planning on taking it down myself, but... There, you're level 8 now. What am I doing? With their comically sized shoes and hands that look like potatoes. He just realized he barely needed any healing at all, but he was the closest. Or maybe he wasn't, maybe I could have got the loot, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Well, might matter depending on how, challenging this fight is to be. And can you imagine that? You got your artillery out there and a freaking werewolf just goes, slashes for the whole thing and just absolutely wrecks it. Then again, could you imagine a werewolf just appearing on a battlefield? She's like, what the fuck? The battle is near. The final battle, I mean. Maybe you can attack him from a distance and he won't do anything. Of course. Gotta be careful, because Max is wide open to attack here. It's close, but needs to be a bit of a distance so that you don't get absolutely destroyed, He must, chow down on potions or something, whenever we're not looking, because he keeps healing all the time. Eat spear! How the hell? Accuracy is always terrible when you need it to be, at its most reliable, which is pretty much any given time. That's more like it. Uh-oh. Well, Dan, you're fucked. Because Elliot's overpowered. Freeze! The sprites catapulted just looks so weird for the music, isn't it? Yeah. Missed. Well, you won't be able to get around to get to me from that angle. You're surrounded, Elliot. Made me understand you're not a bad guy, but we're working with the enemy, so we have no other choice but to fight, because we can't compromise or anything. So oh, you don't even have... Well, just stay there then. No one wastes healing items for no reason now. Now he is totally surrounded. Damn, that did a lot. And again, it's to be expected. I find it weird that you can only attack with characters like that from like either forward to the side or back. No diagonal attacks. It makes no sense. Who's gonna get the final shot? Of course, just as planned. We're going the overkill route. Blaze of glory to you, sir. And they only did 9 points of damage. Doesn't show how high his defense against magic must be. Perhaps you have the strength to rescue King Ramaladu and Runefrost. Stop Darksol. Promise that you will free Runefrost, known as Protectora before Darksol came. It's ironic, they were meant to protect all that was good in the world and they became corrupted by evil. Elliot was a great warrior, too bad he was sorry. But look, the traveling town of power is coming out. The way it just comes on the map like that. Look, there's like, what's that over there? We could. I wonder if we could immediately go there. That's our next destination. This is our current destination in mind here. Welcome to Power, a town that's truly on the move. Should probably. What? Okay, I guess that's the way out of town now. Where's the priest at? Oh, there he is. Let me just see what kind of fine reading quality material you got. Your reading quality, what? Moving people in the light, 20 years of the light, and many more books. They're all about light, because of course they would be. Where's Ernest? When's he coming back? Welcome, Max. I've been expecting you. How can I help you on this funny course? Oh, not Diane. This has happened one too many times. 8 coins, please. Oh, Kokichi, is this a first? Or maybe a second? I don't know. 80 coins nonetheless. And with that, that'll do for this part. I'll record another part immediately after, even though there's not much space to the recording until freaking the old Windows automatically freaking deletes itself, which will take still a while, because it was early October when the latest version of Windows installed. I thought it'd be like, oh yeah, just about a week or something, not a freaking whole month. But anyways, see you next time, viewers. See you next time.